Luka on the move. Anthony Davis on the move. This is an absolutely shocking NBA trade. Jazz are involved in a minor way, but get some picks. Let's talk about it.
Jazz Smack, your source for information and analysis about the Utah Jazz and NBA basketball. Jazz Smack is a community for passionate Utah Jazz NBA fans.
So, a major NBA trade this evening involving the Dallas Mavericks and the Los Angeles Lakers, where Dallas sends Luka Doncic to the Lakers in exchange for Anthony Davis and a first-round pick. There's some other players involved in this trade, but Luka, Anthony Davis, and the first, plus there are some seconds going to the Jazz for taking on some salary. Those are the major pieces of the trade. And this one is absolutely shocking. Not shocking that these players were traded, but from a Dallas Mavericks perspective, how they could trade Luka Doncic, who's considered a future MVP caliber player, or at least a candidate for the future MVPs, how they could only get an aging, often injured Anthony Davis and a first in return for Luka. That's the shocking thing. In my opinion, Dallas has to get more draft assets in return for Luka. Just have to get more. This is insufficient. It's just not good enough. So I'm not sure what the thinking is in Dallas, but this is just an absolutely shocking development. I mean, I'm not opposed to trading Luka. His conditioning and his attention to his body and his lack of defensive effort, I mean, those are all negatives and they're problems. I mean, he's continuously overweight. He clearly isn't eating well. He's not working out in the weight room. He's not doing cardio. I mean, there are a whole bunch of things. His body fat percentage has just been, it's been poor ever since he got into the league. But still, you have to get more in return than this. It's just unbelievable that they were willing to let Luka go for this return. From the Lakers' perspective, great. I mean, if they can get Luka to improve his physical conditioning and have some more emphasis on defense, you know, they have their centerpiece going forward for the next 5 to 10 years. And so this is absolutely a steal of a deal for the Los Angeles Lakers. There's no doubt about it. I'm not sold on Anthony Davis helping the Mavs obtain a championship this year. I don't buy it. We'll see. But looking at it from the Jazz perspective, considering the state of the Utah Jazz roster and where they are as a franchise in this rebuilding effort, the name of the game is to accumulate draft assets, firsts or seconds. It doesn't matter. Just accumulate as many assets as you can. So this is a really good deal for them. This is exactly what they should be doing. Taking on salary and obtaining draft capital. It's perfect. Now, yeah, we would rather obtain firsts, but that's just not... I mean, firsts are really hard to get now. Teams want the firsts. But the Jazz didn't have a plethora of seconds, of excess seconds, and now they're accumulating some. Between the two trades today, they have 3 extra second-round picks. That's fantastic. Exactly what they need to do. So from a Jazz standpoint, this was a fantastic trade From the Lakers' standpoint, I think it's a fantastic trade. From the Mavs' standpoint, I think this is an absolute disaster. So, those are my thoughts. That's where I see things. I don't mind moving on from Luka. I just think they have to get more in return for him. I don't want an aging, often broken Anthony Davis. And one first. Just absolutely bizarre. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This is one I certainly didn't see coming. I doubt if many people in the entire NBA saw this one coming. If anyone. But anyway, well, I hope everybody has a interesting and nice evening or day tomorrow if you see this tomorrow. But otherwise, have a wonderful time, and it's certainly been an interesting 24 hours from a Jazz perspective. Anyway, talk to everybody later.